Um, Today I was reading, or this morning I was reading uh, Proverbs 31st. It's 31st day, New Year's Eve, and the 31st proverb is basically dedicated to nothing but teaching a woman to be a good woman. So, and the part that get me is majority of the women of faith and Christian women and stuff like that is not familiar with Proverbs 31. I'm not saying that they never read it. I'm not saying that no one's never told them about it. It's not something that they continuously read and try to format their life to it. Flip side, and Proverbs 31 is a queen talking. King Lemuel's mother. And this is what she said. She said, "What, my son? And what the son of my womb? And what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroy kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy heart. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb, in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is above rubies. The heart of her husband do safely trust in her, so that she shall not have need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seek wool and flax and work willingly with her hands. She is like a merchant ship. She bring her food from afar. She rides so also while it is yet night, and give meat to her household and a portion to her maid. She consider a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She gird her loins with strength and strengthen her arms. She perceived that her merchandise is good, and her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hand to the spindle, and her hand holdeth the distaff. She stretched out her hand to the poor, yea, she reach forth her hand to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself covering of tapestry. Her clothes is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen, and selleth it, and deliver girdles unto the merchant. Strength and armor are her clothing, and she will rejoice in the time to come. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the way of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praise her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou exceedeth them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own work praise her in the gates. This woman is normally displayed in movies as a white woman. Just being plain and simple. Society would paint the picture of a black woman this strong, and she's normally alone with no man. But if you listen to the things that were said in here, due to her actions and how she is, it says her husband is never afraid of her, of what she might do or not. He trusts her. That means it allows him to be full man. It says he's known with the elders and everything. Now, first, like I said, this woman belongs to a God-fearing man. First and foremost. But once you perceive that you have a God-fearing man, trying, perfect, flawed, however he's trying, being this woman to him, y'all will never be basic, to put it like that. To some in society, it's crazy how a queen has labeled this a strong woman. You know, so, but the thing is, that's just like, I had a conversation, I hope she don't feel no type of way about this, but I had a conversation with one of the mothers of my children. And one of the things that we talked about was the storyline that we would give our child when they ask, what's the business, right? And so, but this is what I thought of. I'm prepared to tell him the truth. What I messed up, how I did it, and things like that, because I love that my father did that for me. And when he did that for me, it gave me an outlook of what I could and could not do to make things right. You know, so I have to give my son the same thing. But this is what I know to be true. That's not common with women. And the reason for that is the fact that some storylines are embarrassing to women due to society and how they paint how horrible things would look for doing certain things and stuff like that. And due to the ways of society and how it's being taught, a lot of women are very secretive. Why? Because the consequences are different. We talked about that too. With a man cheating and, you know, doing certain things with other women and things like that, society doesn't really put a whole lot of shade on that. You know, in some raps it's promoted, in some entertainment is promoted, in some movies is promoted, you know, so And it's almost to the point that it's painted where a woman just got to get with it. She want to get some money, but deep down inside, a lot of those stories that are being told about backseat events or, public events or, sexuality being done and, a lot of things going on but those little girls need those stories. Our children does a lot of comparing. I'm starting to say this. I don't know a lot. I don't know everything, but I do know what's right. And the average human being, especially young, that the spirit is not tainted yet. You know what I mean? So to latch on to what's good and what's right is easy young. So they know how to compare right from wrong, easy from hard. So those stories, it would help them to do better judgment on certain things. You can really make these type of women from women teaching women. A woman teaching a woman how to be a lady. A lady mentoring little girls. But what stops that a lot is the secrets. Be open, be genuine. So scared that the child would look at you different, or then it would lessen the respect. But see, this is the thing. You gotta go to God with those type of informations that you give him. Why? Because he's a timely God. He's math. He's gonna give you the precise time to tell the right story. You don't tell all of them at one time, because yes, they can easily use them as, oh, you the one that ran dad off, or you those type of information, you wait till, some information you wait till they're in relationships. Why? Because when they're in the relationships for certain things, you can point out where they're going wrong. And if they want to fix it, they can go right. So I would say, first of all, seek God. But in any math, because it was just given to me just now, I think you should put age with age. Meaning, if you can remember stories when you were 16 and your daughter's 15, 16, that's when you give those stories of what you learned and how it went. And as it progressed to being a mother and being an adult, getting a crib or a house, apartment, and things like that, what you went through and those things, keep it genuine. Keep it genuine. I hear a lot of mothers, some of the advice that's being given, don't let a man, don't get you putting up for nothing, don't let a man use you for this or who, but yet they don't ever tell how they got used, or what they learned, or how they get to right there, or what, or to be genuine. I wasn't floating like that at that age. I was messing up. This is how I get to here to think like this. We need more of it. Because look at the math. If everything is pointed to the man of being a man, which is supposed to, because that's actually an urgent call from God. Men be men. But women have to be women too. In the Bible, the woman is called to help me, not a man. So if you think a man should be on your boat, paddling, going in your direction, that's not biblical. Just being honest. And I'm not saying that a man can't support his woman in her dreams and woo-de-woo. You can. But if there's no time that she's being a helpmeet in the situation, y'all are functioning improper. Which would pretty much go with women being preachers and women being, you know, that's a big topic right now. But God is math. It's simple math. At what point is she a helpmeet for a man? Is she a helpmeet for her husband? And she's the pastor. Or at that point, is he the helpmeet for her? Amen. Something to think about.